Hello guys, it is Mythic Games back again with another mythical tutorial. So for this one, what we will be doing is how to create endless waves and limited waves. So basically for endless waves, what this means is, of course, it's endless. So troops will be spawning in one after the other, one in after the other. And basically this will allow you to create missions that are fight to the last man, basically. So you'll have to gather resources and stuff like that, and prepare your defenses, and basically it's just a never-ending wave, and you'll be fighting to the last man, taking enemies down, and then eventually all your forces will be overrun and you will lose. However, we can create limited amount waves defenses. So basically 5 squads will spawn in, and then after that no more. So you can also add a timer for that, for basically like a 15-minute defense against 15 squads of troops pouring in, and then afterwards donezo. So this will allow you to experiment with missions and basically get your player thinking on how to use the resources and whatnot. So without further ado, if you guys find this tutorial helpful, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the video. So hey guys, before we actually start this tutorial, I would just like to say a few things. First of all, a while back ago I did a Men of Warhammer series, which was basically a 5-episode series on the Warhammer 40k mod, and actually did pretty well in views, but the only problem was it was actually pretty bad in quality of the videos. That was way back on my old computer. Now that I have a new operating system and basically an up-to-date computer, I'm able to do more quality in the videos. So I was just wondering if you guys would like to see the return of that. And of course it will probably be still following its own story and whatnot. But I'll basically leave that up to you guys, and if you guys want to see the return of that series and any other series, if you have any suggestions, just leave them down in the comments and I will definitely check them out. So let's begin the tutorial. So the first thing you're going to want to do is 3 golden rules: load up your map, mission, and your put down your units, and of course also your environment to give you that sensation of the environment that you will be working in. So we're going to make sure our units are placed down in F3 mode, and by F3 mode, if we press that on the keyboard, we will now be in the scripting of the missions section of the editor. So we're going to place, for this script, we're going to be making unlimited and limited waves. So we're going to move these guys over here because they're going to be for the limited waves, and these units here are going to be for the unlimited. So we're going to make sure to select the units first, which is these 5 guys, and we're going to want to press U on the keyboard, and we're going to want to tag them, and we're going to want to call these guys, for demonstration purposes, like in the last video, we're going to call them Gilbert. Gilbert Inf, for Gilbert Infantry. Then we're going to want to also add a hidden tag. Now the hidden tag is very important for this script. Without it, it will not work. Now we're going to actually tag the tank for demonstration purposes. We're going to call it Gilbert, and then tank, and we're going to hit add or enter on your keyboard. So we're also going to want to add a hidden tag, and we're going to want to click hidden, or add should I say, and hit OK. So now that we've tagged these guys, we're going to begin on we're also going to be adding in 2 new things into our scripting. So but first of all, we'll just do the waypoints for these guys first. So we're going to call this Gilbert _inf _attack. So we've made the group name for them. Now we're going to add the group, set of waypoints for them, and of course our default waypoint is always going to be 0. So we're going to do up till 5. So there's our 5 waypoints. And now we're going to do another group of waypoints for our tank, and we're going to call this the Gilbert _tank _attack. and hit enter on our keyboards. And then we're going to go down to waypoints and add again. So because our last group of waypoints ended on 5, our new group is going to start on 6. So we're going to add on, keep adding and go up to 10. So there we are. And then for the new thing that we're going to be adding is zones. So if you can press on the circle, which is the circle on our tools, or we can press 5 on our keyboard to go straight into the zone making, basically. So you're going to see two new things: new circle, new poly. So these are the zones. So we're going to click new poly as it is more suited to our script here. We're going to call this attack zone. And now that we've made the zone, it's now appeared. We're going to place it straight down the middle. Move it about. Now the cool thing with the poly is you can shape it to basically any area of your map that you have this script in. So we're just gonna move it about a bit. So that's the cool thing about this one, is we can move it about to shape it with the area of the map that we're working in. So now that we've created the zone, we're going to go to triggers. Now we're going to add in the trigger name for our infantry, which is going to be called Gilbert_inf, and hit OK. So the new thing that we're also adding into our script here is conditions, which is if you right click on conditions, you're going to see entities and a bunch of other stuff. But what we're going to want to do is just go straight into entities. So now that we've added an entity condition, it's going to show up here, and we're going to left click on that. So you're going to get the prompt box for the properties for the entities. We're going to want to add in our tag, which is Gilbert infantry. We don't need to put the hidden tag, and then we're going to put the zone that they will be coming from. We're going to put that down. And for the infantry, we're going to put in the state, we're going to put not dead. So I'm going to put that because of course they're alive, they're not dead yet. And now for the count, we're going to put less than. Any of the others probably won't work, and to my knowledge, I have not a clue. I will ask one of my good friends, Rebot, who is a really good mission scripter. He's like, oh wow, his scripting is just insane. But anyway. Shout out to Rebot, everyone. Go check out his channel. It will be in the description, so make sure to check his channel out. He's done some pretty awesome things with scripting. So anyway, now for the commands, we're going to add in our commands, and of course my commands are going to show up in my most recent because I have used them previously. So our first command we're going to add in is, if we go to other, actor to waypoint, and of course we're going to go selector, we're going to go tags, Gilbert inf, and we're going to hit OK. And the waypoint was waypoint 0, and we're going to want to hit check off clone because we want the script to clone itself over and over again. And we're going to put teleport and rotate. So for this, we're also going to add actor to waypoint. Oh, sorry, actor state, sorry, which you can find. Oh, sorry. Messing up here. If I delete that, add an insert, which is straight down in the middle of the list, actor state, selector, and we're going to go tags, and we're going to call this Gilbert infantry, and movement speed is going to be fast, and of course weapon prepare, we're going to have it on. You can mess around with these. Move radius, not too sure about that one. To my knowledge, I cannot remember. We're going to hit fire mode, we're going to open control, we're going to leave that. So you can basically experiment with those set of properties. We're going to hit OK. Now we're going to add a delay, which is straight down at the bottom. Delay is going to be 2 seconds for the squads. Now we're going to add another thing, which is trigger. So properties for the trigger is going to be our Gilbert infantry, which is right up in here, the trigger that we named it, which is Gilbert infantry. We're not going to check off on, we're just going to hit OK. If you check off on, it's going to basically not allow the trigger to work, or the script should I say. Now we're going to make another trigger, which is going to be for the Gilbert _ tank. We're going to do the exact same, which is entities, left click on entities, tag as Gilbert tank, zone, attack zone, state. This time it's going to be operable. Operable. Okay, oh dear, getting tongue tied there. Operable. You guys can see the word. Now we're gonna add a count. Basically, what operable means is that the tank is, in motion. It is being used and hasn't been destroyed. So now we're gonna add, of course, a value of 1 and the less than sign for the tank again. And now that's done, we're gonna add this exact same actor to waypoint in the commands. We're gonna call it Gilbert tank. We're gonna hit OK. We're gonna do waypoint 6. And if you guys cannot remember your waypoints, you can always hit OK, go out of this, and go into your waypoints to have a look at what waypoint that your unit is starting from. I'm gonna teleport and rotate and check off clone. Now we're gonna add in an actor state. We're just gonna call this actor state Gilbert tank, and we're gonna speed of the tank is gonna be fast. There we are, and we're gonna hit OK. Again, we're gonna add in a delay. Now the delay for the tanks is gonna be 10, and we're gonna hit OK. And again, we want to add in the trigger command, which is down at the bottom of the list, and we're gonna hit trigger and go into the name of the trigger, and it's gonna be Gilbert tank, and hit OK. So there we are. So that's basically our unlimited wave script made. Now we're just going to quickly do the limited waves. So we're going to want to name these guys attack limit. Of course, it may be different for you, but this is just for different demonstration purposes. And of course, we're also going to want to add in the hidden tag, sorry, because without the hidden tag, the script will not work. Then we're going to create our waypoints for these guys, and we're going to add a waypoint group, and we're going to call it attack limit infantry. Of course, it will be different for you. Now we're going to add in the waypoints, which is going to be our last waypoint ended on 10, so this new waypoint set will begin at 11, 13, 14, we're going to end it at 15. Now we're going to add in a new trigger, add an insert, right click, and we're going to hit OK. No, not OK, we're not going to type OK, we're going to attack limit trigger. There we go. Now we miss out conditions and we just go straight to commands. Now the first thing you're going to want to do in the command list is go into generic, and we're going to go straight to loop because we want these to loop. We're going to type in 10, and we're going to right click on loop, add it inside the loop actor to waypoint, and of course your actor to waypoint will show up at the top in your most recent used commands. So we're going to hit OK, and we're going to select her. We're going to hit Gilbert attack limit and waypoint 11, clone, approach, teleport and rotate, and hit OK. So again, we're also going to add in an actor state, which will show up again at the most recent. I'm going to go in here, tag Gilbert attack limit, and the speed will be fast. So there we are. Now just to make sure that is the right waypoint that they will be starting at. Yes, waypoint again, and we're also going to add inside another delay of 2 seconds between the squads, and of course you can add in another delay again. Now this delay, what this second delay is for, is basically the delay before the trigger or the script begins. So again, it's going to be 3. So now we can actually have a look to see what these 2 scripts do. So here they begin. Because we added in 3, they're going to start a little late. So now we're going to see our unlimited waves begin. Da da la da 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 la da. And of course, if you guys wanted to, you can also add in on the last waypoint of the waypoint stats, you can also add in a command which is a delete command. So whenever the troops come to the end of the waypoint, their waypoints, they can delete themselves. So of course these 2 scripts are unlimited, and this script over here is limited. So eventually this script here will stop. So these guys are just gonna pile up. So there we are. Boom. So basically, there we are. This unlimited or limited script has ended, and these 2 are still going. So as I was saying, basically what this allows you to do is create defensive missions where you're able to fight to the last man and create epic moments and do all that mumbo jumbo. So I am pretty sure that's all I can really teach you for now. We will get into more detailed into these 2 scripts as best as I can in the future episodes. So yeah, there we are. And that's basically it, really. So if you guys do enjoy this script or tutorial, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and leave any feedback really, and I will get straight to it whenever I get the next chance to sit down and record again. So again, just before I say goodbye, I hope you do enjoy this tutorial, and I hope that it helped. Oh my god. And I hope you are able to go off and experiment with your own scripting. So without further ado, I shall say my goodbyes, and hope you all had a nice evening, a nice day, and well, I will see you all in the next video.